Okay, everyone. Hi, everyone. I was late, then I was early. So I reset the time to 6 and then I got everything done. So, excuse me. I, but you ever see something that motivates you? I mean, really motivates you to get something done? I saw something last night. I started my spring cleaning. Like, oh my. And I heard a new word from D. Ramsey, and she called it marinated filth. And I said, I had never heard that before. But I got motivated and I said, you know what? Spring will be here before you know it, so I'm going to get started now. But anyway, what I wanted to share with you all this evening is another aspect of jewelry is identifying different kinds of gold, but also different kinds of beads. And one of the things I wanted you to know, there's two different types of metal. There is gold filled, which is a certain percentage of it is gold. And as far as jewelry is concerned, it's economical, but it's also something that won't tarnish on you and that sort of thing. So that's something that if you see something say gold filled, don't feel like it's less than or it's bad. It's not brass, it's not fake metal. Gold filled has a certain amount of gold in it in its creation, and that's why they call it gold filled. That's also something that a lot of jewelry designers use so that they can keep the prices low for their customers. Now I'll type this word in here. It's a French word, but let's see. Um, Here, there's another metal, and it's called vermeil, vermeil, vermeil. I can't, it's hard to pronounce. But what that is that is 24 or 22 karat gold, sometimes 18 karat gold over sterling silver. And it's a technique, I guess, from Italy or France or somewhere. And that's also very desirable. And a lot of people don't know about it, and they see like it doesn't say gold, it doesn't, but then it's vermeil, and they think, oh, this is bad. No, it's sterling silver with an overlay of a large carat of gold. I usually get 18 to 22 carat, and 24 if the item is very special. But those are two types of metal. Now, the other kind of gold is rose gold. And some of that comes from the Black Hills here in America, but the antique, they had their own process of doing it. Now, I'm going to try to share photos with you guys, but please bear with me because I'm really, let's see, I'm kind of like, oh, let's see, two monitors. Okay. Let me see what happens, okay? Okay, it's not happening there. So let's see. Chrome tab. Um, Let me see. Okay, let me try. Okay, I think I got it, you guys. Um, I'm sorry, but this is still kind of new to me, so I'll get it at some point. You know, let's see if this is showing it. Let me see. No, no, thanks. Okay, this is rose gold. Can you all see it now? And that's rose gold. It has a pinkish look to it. Now, the rose gold from the Black Hills has um, some of it that's a little yellow, a little, you know, silverish, and that's a mixture of different golds from the Black Hills. But this is rose gold, and I think the good part about it is that when you see it, you recognize that it is, something really different. It's unique, and when you see that kind of stuff, you have to also, you know, make sure that you know exactly what you're getting. Now, let me see. There's another one, and I'm sorry, you all, but I'm really trying to get this across to you all so that you can see exactly what it is you can get from in jewelry. You don't want to be limited when you purchase jewelry. You know, you want to have a collection that is really unique and worth something. And again, it's like buying money, you know? It's like if you need money, for example, Or when you get older, you'll have a collection that you may want to sell. But you can also create heirlooms for your family. And you don't want to leave your family with a bunch of junk. You don't want to pass on that. You want to pass on some good jewelry. And that's kind of what I have suggested, to people, to make certain that when you purchase jewelry, purchase um, purchase some jewelry that is, you know, really nice, but also, you know, something that's valuable and beautiful. And let me see here. I think I can get another one for you all. Let's see. Um, is my sharing okay? Mysterious Mermaid, are you still here? I don't know if she's gone or not. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'll try something else. Okay, now I'm not as good as Sean with this switching back and forth, but this is another example of rose gold. This is antique, but it is really beautiful. Okay, the way it's done. I don't know how to enlarge it. Can you all see it clearly? But look at that color, and it's with diamonds. Okay, but like the other photo, you can just get plain. But this is antique rose gold. And this is something from the Victorian era, and you would find this in places like England and that sort of thing back then. But a lot of people from England came over here, so you can find this at yard sales. But a lot of times when people are selling jewelry, what they do is they look at it and they don't know it's gold, and they see this pinkish on it and they think it's costume jewelry. And so they sell it for 50 cents or something. So it would behoove you to know rose gold when you go to these estate sales, um, or yard sale estate sales. The best yard sales to go to are when, if you want to get something that is, you know, really, really good price, okay, almost like cheating in a way, but is when it's not done by professional estate sales sellers. And people get rid of stuff and they just put it over there and you just get it and then you take it and keep it or do whatever you're going to do with it. Now the professional estate sales, they have a reputation, but their stuff is more expensive, and they have a reputation to protect, so they are not going to say something is what it isn't also. And you may pay a lot more for it, but you'll still have um, enough uh, room for it to be, they don't sell it at top dollar, okay, or market value, but sometimes the price is a little hefty for some. And I think what you can think about again is knowing what you're buying, but not losing out on something because you don't know. And any jewelry show or jewelry store that you go to, they're going to have rose gold and you can ask for it. Now, I personally, I love it on a personal level, to wear. And also, it's something different. It's not um, something that is, you know, like everybody else has. And that's what you want to avoid also. But a lot of people buy jewelry and they don't think about just the value of it or the quality of it. They either think about the price or if it looks or if it's flashy or something like that. And that's what you want to avoid when you get into that. Now, the next thing I want to, and if you guys have any questions, you can put them in the chat because I'm reading the chat. But the next thing I want to, let's see, where did I go now? The next thing I want to get into is, um, let me see here. One of these days I'll be like Sean. Sean be talking and he can just hit over somewhere else and show something real quick. I'm not that good yet, you guys, but here it is. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to get into is knotted pearls. And you will find that's another way you can judge whether or not your jewelry is of quality. Because people don't take the time to knot inexpensive jewelry. Now, I knot some of my jewelry, okay? And but especially pearls I knot, and I use silk thread. And so when you're looking at jewelry and you see it's knotted, even if it's something like a semi-precious, like, garnets or rose quartz or something, the knotting will give you a clue that it is good jewelry and nice jewelry because knotting is a long process and no one is going to take the time to knot jewelry that's not even worth, you know, the thread that you're using. So you want to look at the knotted pearls. Now, did I share the? I didn't show you all, did I? I didn't show it. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay. These are um, knotted pearls. Okay. This is what you look for. You see the difference when you see they're not right up together and the knot in between them. This is what good jewelry looks like. These are real pearls and they knot them, you know, in case something happens, first of all, and the string breaks at some point. It usually doesn't break with knotting, but it can. Anything can happen. But if it does, maybe one bead or one little spot breaks off, but you still have the rest together and you don't lose any. And so it's for the protection of the bead for that reason, but also good beads, you don't want them to rub together, okay? And so the knot protects them from rubbing up against each other, causing wear and tear on them. So that is really a good thing to buy. If you do buy pearls, try to get the knotted ones. And that is something that, I learned over time. And I had to learn how to knot pearls. And be quite honest with you, it is very tedious. So what I would do when I had to knot pearls, I would binge on some television show or something and just watch that or watch a movie so that I could do it while I'm watching because it does take an extra amount of time. In my heyday, I could knot a strand of pearls in a couple of hours. Now it would take me, maybe a week only because I don't, sit and do jewelry like that um, all the time. But this is something that you keep in mind when you're shopping for jewelry. You know, look for the knots in between. And the only way you won't have them knotted in between is if you buy them from the actual um, company in a strand that's not, just a strand of beads that have to be made, which is how I purchase them. This isn't there. They're just a long strand, like in the thumbnail, just all together. And this is how you protect them. Okay, now the next thing I want to get into is uh, African trade beads. Okay, and if you look at the thumbnail, what I'll do for you is the thumbnail is a picture of real African amber, you know, and let me see if I can find it on here for you all again. This is something, I'm telling you. Let's see. Antique. I'll say amber on here. I'll do a search because I don't know if you can see the thumbnail while I'm talking. Okay, here we go. Now these are very expensive, okay? And but if you saw it, you see, oh, not in my thumbnail, my avatar. That's African amber also. You see that? That's African amber. All right. Now the let's see. If you get the real old type, okay, this is them right there. And that is antique. And they call it copal amber, resin amber, tribal. It's antique, but look how much it costs. Okay. And that, $560. And that's really, you know, light as far as price is concerned. There's sometimes when you'll get one bead that will sell for that much that you can buy. And African amber, the vintage kind, this is what they wore. The tribal people, they still wear it. Okay. But it's beautiful. Like, look at this one right here. It always looks like, what do you call it? Like butter or something. I just love the way the swirls in there. And, they're different shapes. The most popular shape that you'll find are these right here. But you even see sometimes it has a tinge of red in it. But these are vintage African amber beads. And you see this amber is different from the other amber I showed you the last time. Yeah, I love all amber Black Samurai. It's really some beautiful stuff, and it's unique. And you see my avatar again, and you know who else wears jewelry like the African amber and African trade beads? Erica Badu. Once you watch this, you'll be able to watch some of her films or whatever she has done, and you'll see her African jewelry. And people think it's just beads. It's some very expensive stuff, very expensive stuff. But now, how do I get out of here? Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, me. Let's see. Now, the next thing I want to show you is actual African trade beads. Okay. And the mistake I made, you all, is that I tried to open this in another complete window, and I don't know how to get over there, so I'm having to do it. I'll know next time not to do that, but you learn by doing. African trade beads are very, very, very expensive. Okay. They are nothing to play around with. Okay. And when I started purchasing them again, um, let me show you these here. Okay. Okay. These are African trade beads, and these are like $95 for a strand. And the reason why they are expensive is not because they're like ceramic, but these are the beads that were made in other countries to trade to do trade in Africa, and they really did some fabulous, unique beads. And African trade beads are the ones that are, like I said, they're very expensive. And there was this guy, his mother was an actual collector. And she was a collector of over 50 something years. And she also sold other beads, but she collected African trade beads. And when she passed away, he was selling her beads on eBay. And he did them auction style. And I'm telling you, sometimes he make, for one sale, he make 5 or 6 grand. Okay. And he made a lot of money, including a lot of mine. But I still have, I still have some of them, but I have sold. If you go onto on my channel, you'll see that it's called snake beads. And then there's some that look like an actual snake or whatever, the back of a snake. But the snake beads that connect together, I had one of those necklaces, and I made one of those out of the beads I got from him. But if you look closely, you'll see these beads places, and people won't know what they are. But some of them are millefori is when you have a lot of different little eyes inside of the actual bead. That's blown glass, okay? And each little thing, they had to make that. They had to put that in there. The glass didn't just come out like that. They had to, while they were making the glass, they had to put these in there. And that's why they call them millefori. And millefori glass is still very expensive. Now, let me see. Let me find you another one of um, of these. Let's see. Now they also have, okay, these here. Now they also had. I'm trying to think of what they. I'll have to stop. Start again. Hi, Patrice. How you feeling, hon? Let's see. Okay. Now these are um, these are on sale now somewhere. But can you see it? Let me see if you can see it or not. Yeah, these are another kind of African trade beads. And they are extremely popular. Now, there's no price on here because I guess it's getting ready to go for auction or something. But those are very popular. And the beads, like I said, they made them specifically um, for um, for the people of Africa, but they made them in Europe. And what they did was they would trade it for whatever it was that they were selling. Okay. And the good part about it is that um, the value has increased over time. Okay. Now let me stop this and let me share again. Oh, I'm getting a little better. I'm getting a little quicker, you guys. Let's see. Okay. Now this has a lot of different kinds of trade beads mixed in. You've got the chevron, you've got the amber, and all these different beads. These are all African trade beads, except for these here. All the other ones are made in Europe, except for the amber ones, like that one and that one. They were all made in Europe during the, like I say, Victorian, pre-Victorian, probably in the mid 1800s, some up to the 1920s. Okay, but they would make these beautiful beads, and you know, they would just, you know, Now, I think on the thumbnail I have a different variety also for you to look at. And I think what we have to look at when you see these beads, you have to realize these are very expensive beads. Okay. Nothing to play with, nothing to fool around with. And let's see. Stop screen, share screen. Okay. And again, I apologize to everyone that you guys are probably spoiled too because you're used to Sean doing this so quickly. And let's see here. Okay. This is the one I had on the thumbnail. And it gives you a bigger variety to look at. You see all those different beads? All of these beads were made in such a unique way, whereas they have like these here. These are called eye beads or something like that. They have a lot of little nicknames, but that's glass that's raised on each bead. Then you have the swirls. Can you see all of the different techniques that they used? They went through a lot of trouble to make sure that the people they were trading with in Africa like these beads. And they're unique. They didn't make them for anyone else. They had a whole different bead for their European clientele. But they went through a lot of trouble with all of these different beads, these African trade beads. And the fact that you can still get them today is, you know, remarkable. But that's how well made they were. Now, I think the other one I want to show you is, let me see. Let me get, and I think this will be the last one, you guys. Let me see. African trade beads. All right. Now, this is going to shock you when you hear about this, okay? But um, these beads, I tell you, these are called, let me get it for you. I can get this. I'll be working real. I'll be doing really good if I can um, get as fast as Sean. You appreciate what other people do once you try to do it, and that's what I'm finding. Okay, let's see. Now these are also very expensive um, for just like a little 5-inch strand of these beads. Can you see them? Yeah. All right, the yellow ones, those are Vaseline glass beads. And they call them Vaseline because they look like Vaseline, but they call them all Vaseline. But the amazing thing is that they have uranium in them. All right. That's why when I get them, I don't make jewelry out of them because I don't know the danger or not danger. When I sell them like this because collectors, they want to collect them. They don't want to wear them. And then these down here are also Vaseline glass. Now let me show you how it looks um, under the light, because this is what I had to learn. I had to invest in a fluorescent light. If I can find one more photo for you all so you all can see. But are also African trade beads. And I had one for you guys, but It's in that other window. Let's see. Let's see. I'll do Vaseline right quick. But they also have glass made. It's Vaseline glass, and the only way you can tell if it's unique is if you put it under this light. And I'll show you. Here it goes. Under a UV light. This is the last one I'll have to try. I'll be more prepared next time. Let's see. Hi, Cat Josie. Let's see. And I got my fluorescent light. It's just a little flashlight because you can see scorpions with that fluorescent light as well. But this is how they look. This right here. You see how it's glowing? They look green. UV light, yeah, Black Samurai. And they're expensive also. Some of them, the rare ones, which are the sea foam, they are some of the most expensive, and I've sold quite a few of those as well. But I got my Vaseline glass beads, African trade beads, from the guy that was selling, and you had to bid. And I tell you, I would get nervous because they would go too high. You have people all over the world because these are very desirable. All of these beads I've shown you are very desirable. And when you get in there with the heavy hitters, okay, and I mean the heavy hitters from Indonesia, all over the place, and if I bid on something, I get nervous because I know there's only so high I could go, or else I'd have to go borrow the money if I won. But um, I saw beads, African trade beads go for 1,000 a strand, just unstrung, you know, that sort of thing. And it's more or less something that you have to be aware of. Hi TC. Um, now that's not me, TC. That's from a jewelry site. That's not me with the amber, but that is amber around her neck. Yeah. But when you see these things and you know about them, then you know you have something of value. Hi, Riri. I didn't see you until now. But my point is that once you start investing in jewelry, you know, you really need to understand what you're doing, understanding the different metals, and you know, not making the mistake, not getting taken by someone, um, and not getting cheated or whatever. So I want to go back over. I'm trying to think of where it is. Let's see. I got so much on this tab now. It's. I'm afraid it's gonna explode. Let's see. Well, I can't find it now, but you can go back over the video and see all the photos that that I've got for you all for examples, and I hope that you look at it and you see exactly, you know, like I said, like this one here. Now, see, this is how I used to go, like when I would go sell my jewelry. It wouldn't be like this many, but I'd have a big one on like that sometimes, and a bracelet, and I'd make some earrings to go with it sometimes. And you know, if you're gonna sell jewelry, you gotta have jewelry. This amber necklace here, this one here, oh, hon, I don't know. Um, It's probably a couple of $1,000s or more. Yeah. Um, amber, but all you have to do is look for when you're looking for it. Um, you can buy amber on eBay, on Etsy, but also there's a site called Ruby Lane. Ruby Lane is also, a lot of people don't know about it. I used to sell on Ruby Lane, but it's kind of like a very expensive high-end stuff. They have really high standards there too. But it's let me write it down for you all, include it in here so you'll remember. Ruby Lane, and look them up as well. Okay. But that's the name of the another website. But you can also purchase no, that's another thing. Amber is not heavy. That's how people know it's amber. It looks heavy, but it's lightweight. Okay. And when someone says it's amber, you know, now this amber is a bit more heavy than others, than the ones say from the Baltic, but it's not like you're wearing a bunch of heavy stuff on your neck. But if you go to TC, if you go to eBay or Etsy or Ruby Lane, when you go to eBay, look at the seller, go under sold, look at their reviews, see if they're how trusted they are, and that's how you learn to purchase. And then when you go to Etsy, the same thing. You look at the reviews, you look what they say about it or whatever, because a person's reputation is based upon how many sales they're made. If you're going to buy it online, um, they have jewelry shows all over the country as well, where you can buy um, amber and you can buy trade beads. But these are different. The trade beads are really significant. They have a lot of historical woe attached with it in a sense, but it's amazing when they just thought they would make some beads, and then it turns out that these are some of the most expensive beads that you can purchase is the African trade beads. And like I said, Erica Baidu, she was used to just be dripping in African trade beads but they were expensive. She guess who she bought them from? She bought them from a white designer. They had a special on her jewelry designer. Okay. But when that guy was selling all those beads, I went into serious debt. I mean, serious debt because I knew that I would not see them again. But he was making, and that was on eBay, he was making, like I said, sometimes he'd have two sales a night, two auctions to come due on a night, and the bidding would go up. And sometimes he'd get just for a little jar of beads, of African trade beads, he'd get like 2 grand. I think he must have made 10 grand a week off of his mother's collection. But um, I always look them up as well. And I think I have a couple in my, I think I have, yeah, my channel. I have my, what do you call them? The Vaseline glass ones, a small strand. But I did do quite well on eBay and Etsy with my um, African trade beads. And then you have the Dutch, okay? When they did their when they did their beads, they were always blue, okay? Let me see. I'll show you an example of that, and then I'm going to let you all go. And let's see. Okay, one more for y'all. Just be patient with me. Okay, now My work screen or whatever you call this thing is tired. Did I say open a new window? Oh, that's closed. No wonder it wouldn't open. Let's see. That was a lot. Try one more. Okay, good. I found one more for you guys, and this will be it. Um, Share screen and Chrome tab. Okay. Are you all still there? I don't know what happened. I think I got too many uh tabs open, you know. Well, let me close a couple of them. Maybe everything will get happy again. Um, that's what I call it, when I'll put this one up again too. Let's see. Yeah, the computer went on what do you call it? On I'm trying to think of what you call it. But anyway, let's see. Share screen, and you all can take a look at this again while I go look for the Dutch one again. Again, that's more African trade beads, but look at that amber. You know, that's really nice. And let's see if I can find that. All right. It's kind of hard to concentrate when you're trying to. Oh, I really got to give it to Sean, you guys, because what he did was what he does with this, what he runs. You know when he's talking to us and then he's showing us all this stuff, you know. Now, this is the last one I want to show you, the Dutch one. And when you see these, they're glass. And the name of the tribe that was known for wearing those was called the Dogon. I don't know how you say it, Dogon, but these are also, I don't know how to take this comment off of here. Let me see so you can really see them. Oh, I did it. Look at me, I'm getting it. Hi, Lydia Mac. Now, these are the Dutch ones. And, this is how people sell them. And what I do when I get them is that I make them into, I either use maybe one bead, but you can see these are selling for like 150 something dollars, okay? And, you know, you might want to look on this site too that says Unique African Arts. Um, but if you go into Google and you um, put in African trade beads or African amber beads, then look under shopping and you'll see, you know, and you'll see exactly what what you can get at these different places and that sort of thing. Yeah, the Dutch and you know what? This blue was unique to them. They were the only ones that had the blue for. There are a lot of different other types of blue that they did, different types of glass that they did for them. But you see, it says old and rare, okay, and they're glass, but they're rare. And I had some. I still have a few, and I think I sold some similar, but they were another style of the blue Dutch beads, you know. And what you do is when you um, get these, you know, you can keep them yourself like his mother did, but you need to, if you're just keeping them for an investment, label them as to what they are. So if you pass away or whatever, or you forget, um, that tag, I always put a little tag right there saying exactly what they are. And that way you can put something aside for family or whoever again. So, but anyway, you all, I just wanted to bring this second lesson to you. And I hope you all enjoyed it and you learned something about different kinds of jewelry and metals. And you know, try your best to, when you do purchase something, know what you're purchasing, um, have it in your mind, learn your jewelry, and if someone tells you something is something, you have to know for yourself how to tell if it's what it is. And if you buy from a reputable dealer, you know, that's good as well. The best fun for me is that if I go to a yard sale and some people are get cleaning out their grandmother or great grandmother's garage, and I find something like this for 50 cents. I'm happy. You know. What jewelry, Miss Mac? Oh, my 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 handmade jewelry on Etsy is on the handmade platform, and it is called Only One Jewelry by Ray Ellen. So, um, and as I said, the logo that you all always see me, that's my logo for my Amazon shop. But I also have another shop on Etsy called Jewelry Statements, where I have jewelry. It's on vacation right now, but it has jewelry and handmade jewelry, collectible glassware, antique glassware. So there's a lot more on my Etsy shop. But you know, I hope you all got something out of this. What did you say, TC? The tribe is awesome and so spiritual. I toured back in the Dogon. You know, and I did not research them. I think I will do the same thing and research them as well. Because I'm trying to understand why everything is blue, you know? So, but anyway, everyone, I'm going to let you go because, like I said, what I saw last night, I started my spring cleaning, and it ain't even winter here. And I started already. I said, "Ooh," and I don't want to be like D. Ramsey called something marinated filth. I said, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get you cleaning." So that's why I was late. I just started, you know. I said, "Let me start my spring cleaning before spring is even here." So I don't want. Oh, that just did something to me. So that's why I was late getting started. And then I had to put my Christmas wreath on the front door and put the lights on and everything. So, you know, and I'm still searching for my Wi-Fi password so that I can get on my iMac. You know, Mysterious Men are the TWA people known better as the Pygmies. Oh, they are the. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know that either. You going back to sleep? Okay. You rest until you get, so you can recover, Patrice. Thank you, Lydia. And thank you everyone for coming by and allowing me to share this with you. And I will be doing another lesson, but I try to do them um, so that they're of substance. I just don't want to come in and say this is this and that. I want you to uh, be able to get something out of it, um, like a real lesson. And you can come back here and look again. And like I said, if you have any questions, put it in the comments or whatever. But please know your jewelry, especially the rose gold, because when you go to an estate sale or yard sale, I tell you, you'll find a lot of rose gold in the junk basket, you know. But you have to learn, and you can learn by just going to a jewelry store and say, "Do you have any rose gold?" And then you can get your eyes on it, at a jewelry store, and you can see what it looks like. So anyway, that's it for this lesson, you all. I hope you got something out of it, and I'm so glad to be able to share something with you young people so that you can um, pass it on and really, and Kat Josie, I don't know if you saw my first lesson, but go take a look at that one, and you know, let's start purchasing jewelry that is of value and durable and quality. It's not always, the quantity, it's the quality. All right, everyone, have a great evening. I'm going to go eat something. Okay, have a good night. And, oh, by the way, at some point, I'm going to be on Patreon. I've had a Patreon for a couple of years, but I haven't really used it. But I'm going to go over there and I'm going to be teaching classes on making jewelry. And so I'll let you all know let me know if you're interested or if you would be interested in doing something like that. I'm going to get one of those lamps like Leo has or cameras, whatever, the cameras, yeah, where it's overhead and all you can see is exactly how to make the jewelry. And if any of you be interested in learning, because you can make your own jewelry um, just for you to wear, to give as gifts, to sell. And if you make jewelry, and you give it to someone as a gift, uh, that's more love than you can really ever show, and you can make it for them using quality and that sort of thing. So when I get one of those cameras, I will get started on because I have a jewelry workbench. Another thing, um, if you get really serious about making jewelry, get a jewelry workbench because I started having problems with my neck. And it turns out that it's something that people who make jewelry have. And so I got a workbench. You know how the diamond cutters do everything at eye level? Well, that's how my jewelry bench is. You do it at eye level so you don't have to bend over. And, you know, but anyway, everyone, again, have a great evening and I will see you next time. All righty. Bye bye.